Quoi, je peux pas aller par là? Putain, ils l'ont fermé. Oh les bâtards. Du coup, mais je sais pas où la chercher. Sûrement par là. Ah. C'est obligé que ce soit par là. Bah, le premier
There
endroit.
you are. Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You are not alone.
Elle est où?
Can we go now?
Je l'ai même pas vue. Ah, elle est là. Je voulais me changer moi avant. Oh, sérieux? Ok.
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
Aye. Here's hoping.
Elle veut pas venir, hein.
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Ah, maintenant oui.
Oh, easy there.
This'll only take a moment.
What?
See?
Oh, elle est hautaine.
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling.
Athéna est désormais capable de canaliser ses pouvoirs spectraux vers les armes de Raith pour les utiliser. Cela permet aussi de détruire des toiles spectrales plus résistantes. Waouh,
Still no ghostly spectre.
stylé.
Strange how I barely knew Ceridian. It feels like I've lost someone deeply important. Can't hide now.
Ouais, c'est tout? Ah là.
Oh there!
Oh, on est rentré à l'intérieur.
Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no Seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace and where to find her.
Sérieux? Ok.
She draws well.
Well, can we draw this to a close? We need to talk to Kate.
Kate, c'est
How
qui
can she
encore
find
Kate?
anything in this mess?
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Et là, on peut sortir direct? Oui. Ah, j'ai des nouvelles cas de hantise. C'est où ça? Mais c'est dans le village où j'étais. MDR. Mais oui, Kate, c'est ça. Putain, j'en ai une nouvelle ici aussi. Je pense qu'on va le faire juste après. Hein. Voilà. On va se changer, c'est ça que je voulais vous montrer. Inventaire. Bingo. Ouais, elle est stylée en vrai. Je peux l'augmenter? Oui. Oh, je peux encore l'augmenter? Voilà.
Faith in your fathers than it is to lose faith in yourself? Those in the Harrows who lived would be wise to look inwards, to reflect, and then to pay penance. But none carry a greater burden than young Lamentation Haskell. How will he guide the faltering faithful when he has so little faith in himself?
Kate, good day to you. Good to see you back in business.
Red McRaith, what can I do for you?
It's time we talked of Deborah.
Yes, it is.
What happened to her?
Pennington levelled accusations against her. Vile accusations. Many delighted in them. She was clever. She was free. She cherished the truth, of the mind and of the heart. Some took that for godlessness, but I've never met a person more divine.
How did you meet?
I'll not answer that. It's the moment of my life I cherish most. Words would only fail it. I will say this, despite my grief. For a time, I laid my head on Deborah Comenius's bosom. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
Her ghost appeared when we downed the beast. Have you seen her since?
God save me, no. My heart would not bear it. Might it happen yet?
I don't believe she wished to frighten you. I doubt she'll bother you again. She has business elsewhere.
If ever you should deal with Deborah, deal quick. Let her not suffer long. For her sake, and for mine.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
What did Grace look like?
I remember her thin and boyish, encumbered by dresses she hated.
That sounds like Seeker.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm, southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine.
Goodbye to you, Huntress. I look forward to seeing things improve, now that you're in charge.
Thank you.
Ça m'a pas l'air d'être une grande zone, du coup je vais faire vite fait cette quête. Et ensuite je ferai les trucs qui sont apparus. Parce que waouh, il y en a plein qui sont apparus. Je suis
Camp
pas...
is a camp no longer. It's a village.
Je suis pas si fan que ça du blanc. Je vais le remettre avec une autre couleur après. Juste dégoûté d'avoir amélioré le blanc à fond.
Symbols. The hut may be near.
Pardon.
I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
En plus, je suis déjà venu ici pour...
Faded with age. Hard to know what it was for. Do you mind doing the seeing thing while I'm blinded by this pea super. Try this on.
Non, me dis pas qu'il y a des grottes dans les grottes encore. Je vais vérifier la cabane avant. Mais j'ai l'impression que c'est par là la suite. Ouais, j'ai grave l'impression que c'est par là. Et là, je me souviendrai qu'il y a un
This
trou.
can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Ok, c'est bien là. On va aller voir ce qu'il y avait là-bas. Là, il y avait quoi? J'imagine pas grand-chose. Ah, quoique. Ah, c'est tout. Quoi?
I can help.
Voilà. Et ça, c'est quoi? Ah. Ok, donc c'était juste pour ça. On est revenu et... La cabane. Ah, il n'y a plus la musique. On va mettre un raccourci, ça? Ouais. Elle est pas là, c'est impossible.
Anyone home?
Ouais, c'est sûr.
Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
Same circle as the one on the entrance. But I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. In the mountains, behind a magic door. And the circle is, somehow, the key. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure.
Elle m'aurait pas indiqué ça, je l'aurais jamais vu.
It is out with it.
Oh, now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Aye, alright. I believe you.
House. And it seems no faith.
Speech. Well, ho there. What a pleasant surprise. I was fair and sure that I'd never see you again.
Where are you off to?
Far away, God willing. Build bridges, say the wise, that people may better understand each other. Build a jetty, say I, so that a ship may come and we can leave. New Eden is a fascinating study for you and I. But for ordinary folk, it is, as I've heard it put, a shite hole.
Leaving sounds right to me, if these people learn from their mistakes.
They repent, Mistress Duarte. A new start elsewhere, away from the place in which they sinned, will do them good.
Spoken like a leader.
I fear, however, that not everyone shall listen. I fear what shall befall them if they stay behind.
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my true pursuer. This Seeker.
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulations.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared, which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend?
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started. I was right.
How does the ritual...
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the vault.
That's just great.
Yes, but in my defense, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
I haunt you as
Non, ça l'a
someone
coupé.
is vexed behind that door. Last time we were here.
Highly likely.
Le jeu est très bien, mais les allers-retours, c'est... À la limite, ils auraient pu faciliter ça en faisant... en faisant justement... des voyages rapides sans aller dans un feu de camp. Ça aurait été meilleur. Vas-y, viens. What?
Can't hide now.
Il y avait ça avant? Non, il y avait pas. Je pouvais aller par là en plus. Mais j'avais raté ça. J'espère juste faut pas refaire tout le chemin. Et plus avec des ennemis cette fois vu que y a plus vraiment de quête. Ah. Non.
Okay, shite. Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. Yeah. But just try to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty. Sharpen up!
C'est l'heure des confidences. Par contre, j'ai l'impression que le chemin, il a... Mais ils vont me mettre des ennemis à chaque fois. Le chemin, il a changé.
Hogging all the fun.
Ouais. Ouais, c'est un autre chemin que la dernière fois. Peut-être par derrière. Évidemment. Je pouvais sortir par là la dernière fois.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
Hein? Ah.
Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
Mais comment lui il est allé en haut?
This looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Ah.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
What?
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Oh!
Shall we dance then?
Aye. Always. There's more of.
Oh, trop bien!
Running away, are we? Can I join in too?
Ok, au moins ça m'a donné un bon loot. Let's go. Ouais, je suis où? Quoi? Mais je suis giga loin? Ah ouais. C'est giga loin. Bon bah, on va y aller hein. Et la musique est stylée.
A lot of the map's instructions.
Seeker is behind this wall.
C'est rapide.
Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Tadadam. Un nouveau chemin s'offre à moi. Let's go.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still banishers, after all.
We are indeed. Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, can I see the family resemblance?
In the end, neither could he.
I must have hurt.
Does it matter now? The captain is no more, and till the end, so was his daughter. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt, but it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Oh, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embraced solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
As a child, I hated being alone. It left me vulnerable to a deceptive creature.
To have the gift with neither mastery nor guidance can be very dangerous.
By the time I was able to banish my supposed friend, I had come within a whisper of losing my entire family.
To vanquish such an insidious spirit alone, you were either very lucky or immensely talented.
In the void, I felt as if it were there. I felt it call to me.
Perhaps it was. But chase the fear from your heart, for you are stronger now, Antea Duarte, and you are no longer alone.
The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
You learned magic by yourself.
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
He talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when you have lifted the curse.
The boy will be disappointed. He has a thing for witchery. And with that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled heart. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
C'est la dernière étape? Je crois que c'est l'avant-dernière.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine.
Du coup, ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais m'arrêter à un feu de camp et je pense que le prochain est, enfin la suite, c'est le dernier épisode. Mais ce que je vais faire surtout, c'est, ah, c'est par là. Ce que je vais faire surtout, je vais juste voir la map. Attendez. Il est là. Oh, ressources. Voilà, voyage rapide. Voilà, exactement. Bon. Le chemin, c'est fini. Normalement, là, c'est fini. C'est après. Dès que je vais spawn ici, ce sera pas le dernier épisode, mais et ensuite, ça va me ramener quelque part là. Ok, ça je sais. Bon, ce qu'on va faire maintenant, c'est pas celui-là. Peut-être celui-là, à la limite. Ouais, peut-être celui-là. 1, 2, 3, 4. Celui-là, on va essayer. Et 5. Voilà, c'est ce qu'on va faire. On va déjà voyager jusqu'ici. Mais du coup, on se laisse là.